Hi, welcome to Cooking with Interns. My name is Sayla.
How you doing? My name's Pablo.
Today we're gonna do kimchi stew. So for this easy recipe, we're gonna need first sesame oil. We're also gonna need kimchi.
Kimchi. Kimchi, I believe, has like considers a fiber, right?
Yeah,
Good
it's
amount
really
of fiber
good.
in there.
It also has a lot of the beneficial bacteria for your gut stomach.
Oh, okay.
So we're also gonna need some garlic. We're gonna be using salmon. The recipe calls for pork. You could also switch using beef. So the choice of meat is up to you. We also will need some tofu, some onion, and we're also gonna need some green onion. That's gonna be used for garnish later on at the end. We're gonna need from your kimchi. You're gonna need to squeeze out about half a cup of the kimchi juice. And we're also going to need water for this recipe. Okay. So you're going to join us back again when we're ready to cook. So we'll see you then.
So what are we gonna do now, Sailor?
Okay, so to start off our kimchi stew recipe, we're going to need normally just 1 tablespoon, but since we're using salmon, we don't need we're going to need a little more oil. So
more oil. How much more oil?
I'm gonna put another tablespoon of oil.
This is sesame oil.
Yes. Yeah, it's actually very healthy. It's really good for you. But it gives a really good flavor to the stew.
So this is about 2 tablespoons for
us. Yeah. If you're only using if you're using more fatty meat, you would just use 1 tablespoon of oil. Okay. Next, we're gonna fry our
onions. What is this? Tofu, onion. What else you got in here?
Okay. So at first, we're going to saute our onions.
Right. Yeah, I think the only way I can eat onions is ever like grilled, man, or sauteed, because I can't eat raw onions like that. It's gonna give it a good flavor. What else are you gonna add, Taylor?
Well, we're gonna saute this for about 2 or 3 minutes.
And then what, you're gonna add the salmon after, or what?
No, the salmon we're adding at the end because we don't want to overcook it. The residual heat from the stew will cook the thinly sliced salmon. So right now we just need to add the onions, and we're going to saute it about a few minutes, 2 or 3 minutes, and then we're gonna need to add garlic, but right after this is done. So our onions are getting translucent, so that tells us that we're about ready to move on with our ingredients.
So you can see you got that little golden brown look.
Okay, so
garlic.
Yep, throw in our garlic right here.
And garlic's good for cardiovascular disease, right? And
yeah.
High blood pressure and people that have diabetes. It's also a good antiviral, so anybody has a common cold, just go ahead and eat some garlic. Feel better.
Yeah, so this is 3 cloves, but it's up to you. If you want to use more, definitely use a little more garlic if you like to. A couple extra cloves. We're going to add our kimchi. It's roughly chopped, about 1 cup of kimchi.
Oh, okay.
This is the cabbage variety of kimchi, or the Napa cabbage.
Oh, okay.
Kimchi comes in a lot of different forms, from cucumber to daikon radish. So make sure for this recipe you use the Napa cabbage variety. So we are at the point where our kimchi mixture is about to cook down. We're gonna add the rest of our ingredients now. So,
and that's like the water and the kimchi. What do you call that?
Kimchi juices.
Kimchi juice.
This is the juice from your kimchi. If you squeeze it out, this is half a cup of kimchi, and this is 1.5 cups of water. Yeah, so kimchi and the kimchi juice has a lot of healthy benefits, a lot of healthy gut bacteria for you to help with digestion. So we're gonna bring this up to a boil, and once it's at a boil, we're gonna reduce it down to a simmer. We're gonna simmer it for about 15 minutes. Tofu on top, and let that cook for a little bit. Kimchi stew has been simmering for the last 15 minutes. At this point, we're gonna add our tofu in to cook. So
tofu looking like cheese, man.
Yeah, it's a really healthy protein. It's a complete protein.
Word.
It's gonna be. We're adding right now about 6 ounces.
So is this gonna cook up and it's gonna make it look different, or?
It's just gonna cook up, and we're just gonna add in there. The heat's gonna
Does
cook
it
up the
melt
tofu.
it? Does
No,
it melt
doesn't.
it?
It stays
Oh,
solid.
okay. If you're a vegan, you can eat this, and it's still healthy for you.
Yeah. So right,
Okay.
yeah. So right now we're going to simmer, let it cook for another 5 minutes, so this tofu cooks through, and then we'll be ready to serve and top it off with our thin salmon. That's gonna cook up really fast. We are ready to serve. We have the thin salmon we're gonna put on top, and the residual heat will cook it for us. So, can you put both?
For sure, dude. And remember, salmon has healthy omega-3s that reduce the risk of heart disease. Also, salmon can help manage depression. Just eat some healthy salmon. You know, it's better than those medications that are out there. It's also a really good, healthy protein source. This also has garlic, so don't forget garlic is good for cardiovascular disease, high blood pressure. The tofu, it's another good source of protein. It can relieve the symptoms of menopause for women. It also helps lower bad cholesterol, the LDL cholesterol. So tofu is actually pretty good. You know, besides that, we'll see how it tastes right now. Amato, all right.
Amato, look good.
Feel even
better.
All right, guys. See you later.